Stock Market Investing Basics Explained. Written by Akdeniz, narrated by David Willams. Preface. This book is designed for people who are new to the stock market, would like to develop into long-term investors, and are looking to grasp the basic knowledge needed to achieve that. It covers how people typically begin their stock market investing journey, teaches the fundamentals of stock trading, and provides advice on implementing an effective investing strategy that builds wealth using equities. Every business starts small, irrespective of their type, ambitions, and goals. As companies expand and grow, they typically need more money or capital to meet their growing needs. These can be anything from hiring additional staff, purchasing software, or erecting a new office building. Many of the smaller companies out there turn to banks to lend them money, while the more successful enterprises also resort to options that are only accessible on the financial markets. The two major paths they usually choose from when entering the financial markets are issuing stocks and issuing bonds. The stock market tends to move in cyclical patterns, and every time it provides the right conditions for investing, many new aspiring investors become interested in stocks and what they have to offer. Most novices initially approach stock investing in a simplistic manner and gradually adjust their strategies in response to the market as they become more knowledgeable about their financial endeavors. With the right approach, the ones that start out as speculators will end up evolving into successful traders or investors. The main prerequisites to that are perseverance, patience, and proper education. The present article provides that vital education needed to get you started with stock market investing. Some people, especially in the early stages of their investing efforts, compare investing in the stock market to gambling. A real casino designs its games so that the casino owners consistently cash a hefty bulk of the money that people bring with them. However, the large majority of casino owners also lose money, but in the big picture, they win. The few who manage to grow their initial money are usually people who are lucky and wise enough to quit while they still have the upper hand. It is understandable why some investors liken the stock market to legalized gambling, especially if we stress out the factor of chance. Fortunately, though, the stock market is far from being a casino. Shares of stock, which are pieces of ownership in companies, offer people the opportunity to invest in companies and build wealth starting out from different sized investments according to their initial budget. From a historical viewpoint, we can assert that long-term investors can win in the stock market because it appreciates over time. However, experience doesn't necessarily equate to success. That said, there are cases where people who, in spite of them having persevered in business, still managed to lose their money due to poor decision-making and lack of know-how. This article serves to demystify stock market investing while highlighting and explaining what works and what doesn't, so you can seize investment opportunities the smart, conscious way. Introduction. There is no investment with a higher potential than stocks when it comes to profit in the long run. You can forget about bonds, real estate, or savings accounts. The best investment portfolios nowadays are centered on stocks. At the beginning of your quest for financial independence, you need to have a strongly settled idea of what stocks are, and you also have to get familiar with the trading market. Interest in the stock market for the average population has dramatically increased over the last couple of decades. If it once was explored mainly by the rich, stock trading is now common amongst the majority of people. Most people are now able to own stocks due to this high demand combined with the advancements made in the field of trading and the opening of new markets. Even though they have become so popular, stocks are still not understood by most people who can be dazzled by the fast process of making a lot of money and yet fail to acknowledge the risks. Just like all investments, stocks come with their risk, but it is imperative to make sure there is some sense of balance between the risk you are taking and the profit you expect. In order to be able to protect yourself and your investment, it is crucial to know and study the stock, in other words, proper education. In order to ensure this, we have put together this guide, our main reason being to provide you with the much-needed basis you require before making your investments by yourself. We would like to start our guide by giving you a thorough definition of the stocks and their variety, and later on we shall discuss their trading, their fluctuating prices, how they can be bought, and many other essential details. As pointed out by Investor
Sample complete. Ready to continue?